Of course not.
How's Robin doing?
Fine, do some mowing though.
Hey, Katie. Hi, Ted.
Oh, yeah.
It could be. It looks like, you know, like that one. I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me.
We're following you wherever you go.
So I'm going this way. I'm going this way. Oh no, he's gonna drop it. Very good.
You get two. And then I'm doing
You could have said
You go to Eric's chemistry. She doesn't have her own protest to go to, which is odd because you think
somebody would have.
So yes.
Yeah, I like that.
Most likely in the it's more in a wild Africa. This is his birthday today. I always send her birthday cards. They are
Also, I had read some article about they had accidentally made these chickens that they had changed their skulls to look more lizard-like. It's like you didn't accidentally do that. You were trying to make dinosaurs. You knew what you were doing.
By the end of it, my side was kind of flopping, and it's like, where is a dry place I can hold on to without
I'm not about to walk through bushes on in the way and why there's such a shift from
That guy with that big camera does us something like that. He'll look like Is he from the I think Judy is last name.
That's right.
Where did you get that?
That's how Mom was.
I remember you telling me about that.
She was back there to work for that.
Or some video or something. Okay, let's do this. Team. My chemistry level is and I'm sure there's writing to it.
Well, you kind of like Are you getting tired holding it, Amanda?
Yeah.
Mr. President, when you went to D.C. and worked in D.C., your aunt was working, wasn't she?
No, my aunt never worked here, but my father helped me get a job.
We have things like knives. We're scientists. If you need to, you can just burn it off with acid.
Or you could go with the super duper scientific Gugon. Gugon? That's my sign. That's my sign. Science trumps excuses.
Sad to see the state of things down there.
Everything would have been complete.
The Darwin Project.
Well, you know, okay. I mean, I always try to teach
I can hold him up.
Who is the vice provost for research?
Oh yeah. Wow. Well, these are Amanda hairs for sure.
Then you have to start moving. Yeah, there.
We did not expect this to survive today. If the weather holds up long enough, then
Now we had to hold on.
And Wellstone Action. You know about Wellstone Action? It started with Senator Wellstone. Unfortunately, he died in a plane crash. And his family started.
I don't know, it won't be raining. Probably.
This would be perfectly. We literally destroy everything.
I actually think this one turned out better than what I did on my iPad. This one is the prettiest.
Yes.
Yeah, cartoony because it was more
It'd be easy enough to take out the tape marks, but it was
This is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I love this. Okay, please do not trample in the flower beds. I know there's a lot of people, but please get on the grass or on the sidewalk. Do not trample in the flower beds. That was a big request from the county courthouse to us, so please do that. All right. So welcome everyone. It sounds like everybody can hear me. Can everyone hear me? Yeah. Love it. Great. Okay. So in case you can't hear me, we do have all our guidelines, our directions, our chants, and our route map on our website, which is sciencemarchcorvallis.org. So if you have your smartphones out, you can follow that as well. We will begin our march at 1:30, okay? Next. So, hello everyone, and my name is Ann Ossinger, and I am one of the many organizers for this March for Science here in Corvallis, and I would like to welcome you. It is beautiful. I love it. Thank you. Okay, so we are here because of a deep, abiding passion for science and the intricate web of life that is connected to our sacred earth. Science is about discovery, observation, and finding the truth. We are here, most importantly, to connect scientists, science enthusiasts, and non-science scientists. Sorry, I lost my place. to connect them for a journey of learning from each other. And we are here today to not only celebrate our passion for science, but to call for support and to safeguard the scientific community. You will notice there are scientists in our crowd with buttons, "I'm a scientist." And we want to engage non-scientists with our message of what science is. So please ask that scientist next to you with that button. In some cases, it's where your tax dollars are going. We all deserve to know this because science serves all of us. Science helps protect our air, our water, it preserves our planet, it saves lives with medical treatments, it creates new industries, it puts food on our table, it educates the next generation, and it safeguards our future. We want to advocate for evidence-based decision-making. We need to hold our leaders, both in science and in politics, accountable to the highest standards of honesty, fairness, and integrity. The vital role science plays in our democracy must be preserved. Okay, so next I'm going to do a few thank yous. So there were many individuals that helped in a myriad of ways, from sound systems to printing flyers to organizing the march to speaking to singing or performing. There's flaggers at the intersections. It took a whole community of dedicated volunteer individuals to put this amazing march on. So I want to thank all those people who have helped us. And I want to thank Abundant Solar for this sound system here at the courthouse and along the march. We kept going along the march with us. All right. Okay, so our first speaker, I would like to now introduce our first speaker. As Mayor of Corvallis, Mr. Biff Traber holds a BA in Computer Science and Applied Math, a Master's in Industrial Engineering and Operations Research. He is a retired software executive. He was previously a city councilor and a vice president of the city council. Please help me welcome Mayor Traber.
Well, I'd first like, even before I start saying many words, I just want to say, wow, now that I'm up here and see the crowd, you all are incredible. Thank you all for coming out today. Thank you all for standing up for science. And I'll come back and talk a little bit about why I think that's important, but I first want to thank Ann and all the organizers who made this happen. This is tremendous. I did not expect something like this today when I got the honor of being invited to say a few words to you to start off today. And to some degree, it's a little bit of a surprise. I'm not a scientist. I was a mathematician. Yeah, I did computer programming, but I just lived all of my adult life married to a scientist, so I've watched it go on and what that process is. We both have raised a scientist, and maybe we'll have a scientist as a granddaughter as we go along here. So I think I have a little bit to say in my own mind about what I think is not happening that ought to happen, some distinctions that need to be made. And part of that is to be very clear about what science is and is not, and then what policy is and is not based on. And to me, those are two very different things, and we need to keep paying attention to that. I saw a sign over here that you'll hear me repeating, and I just want to pick it out. It's one that says, "Beliefs do not equal facts." And that's the nub of what I want to say today. Science is a process that we, as people in this world, have used to learn more, to find more facts and more truths about how our natural environment works and goes forward. It's a process that's developed over many years. It's a process that hypothesize, measure, experiment, get some results, see if they fit your hypothesis. If so, publish, have your rivals look at the same thing. Can they recreate it? Can they confirm it? And then how do we learn? And when you look at science, it's like, does science work is a question that's floating around now. And I look around this whole area. One, here I'm standing on a solid surface. We know it's solid. I'm not falling through. We said, wait a minute, though, when we dug more deeply with science, you find out, no, it's not actually solid. There are spaces between the things I'm standing on. But we don't fall in. Why? Science has figured that out. it's never a question in my mind. Science is getting to the truth, getting to facts, and science does not get to the question, should not ever get to the question of, do you have a choice of believing in one of these facts that come out of science? We're not flying up in the air. Gravity is not something you can choose to believe in, to take one of the most basic things we deal with every day. But we all do have beliefs. We all do have values, different values among different people. And there is an arena for that, and that's in the policy setting side of the world, not in the scientific research and the production of facts. And when it gets to policy, that's where people have to get together and figure out how you're going to react to what we've learned with science. And I'll just, well, we're focusing all on climate change these days, and that's, to me, exactly one of those issues, is climate change is occurring. The science has shown that. And we should be in a debate about how we're going to react to it, where do we spend our money, how do we want to, how are we going to deal with it as a society. And we could decide to go in a variety of different directions and have lots of debate about what are your values and what's most important to you right now. And that's part of how a democracy works. But that's not questioning science. And we've gotten into this mode now of saying, instead of dealing with the hard issues on the hard topic about how we work out the solution, instead I'm going to go discredit the science. I'm going to go attack the science and make science irrelevant or wrong, and thus anything that science tells us as fact is wrong, so I don't have to pay attention to it. And that's this insidious thing that's been going on, and that's why I'm here today, to stand up for science, to say science is important. We need to keep communicating the results. We need to keep supporting science. I meant to mention this earlier. I spent this morning over at the university where they had a session on science worth sharing, I think was the name of the topic. There's some fascinating things that got shared from that. We need to do a lot more of that. We need to get university involved in public policy, from the providing the facts that we're all on the political side, me as the politician, we're going to have to deal with the hard questions. And we may not get answers we like because what you all want to have happen is different from what I may want to have happen, but that's the policy side, that's not the science side. And I'm repeating myself, but I think it's such an important question that we need to separate the two. Use science for the facts, use the policy processes for making the societal decisions as we go forward. And with that, sorry about going on, but thank you all for being here today and showing up for science.
Thank you very much. My next introduction is Ann Schuster, a Benton County Commissioner. She holds a bachelor's and doctoral degree from the University of Nebraska in botany and plant molecular biology. Her focus has been a champion of education, the environment, and mental health. Please help me welcome Commissioner Ann Schuster.
So thank you. Happy Earth Day. Who remembers the advent of Earth Day almost 50 years ago? So welcome to the March for Science, and I appreciate being asked to speak in the Benton County Courthouse, which is of course my purview. I am Ann Schuster, your Benton County Commissioner and a former plant scientist. Now, by the way, there are 3 county commissioners, all women, all with science in their background. So how did I get from science to politics? It was an evolution for me triggered by becoming a parent, but it stemmed from my parents. My father was a shy plant pathologist. My mother was an outgoing counselor and community activist. I grew up with a love of plants, out in the woods as much as possible. I spent Saturdays with my dad at the University of Nebraska greenhouse and on campus and in the Arboretum. I was super shy. Who can believe I'm up here? I can't believe I'm up here. Anyway, and I went to Catholic schools. Well, I wasn't taught much science, but I sure know how to spell. I didn't learn about evolution until I was in the 7th grade. That changed my life. I got a PhD in plant molecular biology and practiced until I had my first child at age 36. Now that daughter is getting her PhD in science. I was an active volunteer in K-8 education and with sustainability on a state and local level, trying to merge the two as much as possible. In 2015, I became a commissioner. As a commissioner, I try to support policy to encourage science. I see the importance of agriculture to Benton County. Economic and development and health are two other areas where science has had great influence. OSU drives much innovation in these fields with international impacts. Politics should support these efforts. So, I went from a molecular focus to big picture focus. Even though I'm not a practicing scientist, science has informed and influenced all that I do. Sometimes politics and science clash, and really, science should always win, with politics supporting that. So why are we here today? I know I am afraid. Science is under attack. This shakes me to my core. Experiments and data are critical for our knowledge base. I don't understand how that can be denied. Science is true whether we believe it or not. Now, because you are here, it means you are ready to act. But how or what? Here are some ideas. Encourage science. Encourage outdoor education. Demand facts. Encourage schools to teach our children to think critically. How can they discern what is true or not? What is a reliable source? Continue to contact your elected officials. Run for office yourself. Become part of the system of policymakers. Finally, encourage schools and government to address climate change. If we ignore that, then nothing else will matter. So, thank you. I want a science button. Happy marching.
Thank you so much. So, this March for Science welcomes everyone. We are nonpartisan because we believe science does not belong to one political party. This is a family-friendly event, and please act accordingly, and I know you will. We will begin our march in a few minutes at 1:30, but first I do want to talk about some guidelines for your safety on this march, because we do believe safety first right now. All right, so the streets we are marching on have not been closed to traffic, so you must be aware of your surroundings. Parked cars may pull out in front or behind you. We have asked we put signs on all the cars telling them to please not pull out, but you know, they might still do that, so I want everybody to be safe. We have been asked to stay on the right side of the street as we march. Please do not take up the whole width of the street. Please stay off the sidewalks because we need to allow for regular pedestrian traffic. Please be respectful of private property. A number of homeowners have asked that we not trample their flower beds. As we march between 5th and 6th Street along Jackson, which is just 1 block behind me, be aware of two things. Number one, unfortunately, there is a funeral service in progress at McHenry Funeral Home, which we will march right by. We are not going to be using our bullhorns then, and we're going to ask people to try to be quiet just for that one block, in deference to the grieving family. We'll also be marching alongside the Corvallis police station, so we are asking people to please remember to give right of way to any and all police and emergency vehicles, keeping to the right of the street. We have trained flaggers at every intersection. Please follow their directions. They are there to help keep you safe. We will be alternating marchers and cars at busy intersections, so please be patient as both you and cars will be waiting for your respective turns. This is a peaceful march. We are celebrating Earth Day, so please do not litter. I don't think I really need to tell you that, right? Okay. If you need any help, we do have volunteers. They have the yellow with the orange stripe vests. They also have the green volunteer button. So if you need help, they're there to help you. And we have radios and we can get help for you. Please allow the marching banner behind me. We are going to move to the very front of the line. We would like to start the march, and then everyone can follow behind us. We're going to be very careful and not go out onto 4th Street because, you know, it's just too busy. That's a highway. So we're going to go right along Jackson. And now this is the fun part. Science, not silence. I would like to open here with a Dr. Martin Luther King quote. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Okay, now we're going to practice some of our chants. Yay! Deny science, expect defiance.
Deny science, expect defiance.
Science facts and nothing less.
Science facts and nothing less.
What do we want?
Science.
When do we want it?
Now.
Okay, so what do we want? We want science. When do we want it? After peer review. So let's do that again. What do we want?
Science.
When do we want it?
After peer review.
Yes. And then science, not silence.
Science, not silence.
Woo! We got this. Okay, so we're going to start our march.
Yeah, that's Woodland Park. We're the kind of people that are worried about pulling out. We're parked across from the library.
Oh, okay.
Better side. Well, I'm looking for my buddy Rob Cornell, who's tall, but I don't see him. But boy, there are hundreds upon hundreds here. We came to a wonderful gathering right after the immigration, the first Trump attempt. Huge gathering. This is 4 times bigger. This is way bigger. Way bigger.
Yes. We may try.
Hey, there we need Debbie's hands. There we go.
I brought an extra one for somebody because I had an extra one from last time. You want this t-shirt?
Jeff got yelled at.
That's a big one.
Where's my tablet? No big deal. Don't bite me.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2. Deny science. Deny science. Expect defiance. Deny science. Expect defiance. Deny science. 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 What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? After peer review.
Entire schools here.
Hang out with the girls.
Okay, you can have her go away from it. You can do more than that.
So Callista's just sitting there in the office, like literally bored and she's like, can I help you? So it's a nice little.
One of the mottos is science matters. So how does make it matter? Okay, stop traffic. Okay, go ahead.
Maybe would have done other circumstances.
It might be.
People making their living on science in this town.
So Delta flies.
Deny science!
Expect defiance!
Deny science!
Expect defiance!
After peer review. Science. After peer review.
Hey! How are you?
Good to see you. For years, going to medical school, I'm looking up Mount Hood. I want to be able to say,
Yeah.
Smooth grass for science.
I go probably more than that. Probably got
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Is it banned for us?
Science, not silence!
Science, not silence!
Science, not silence!
Deny science. Expect. Deny science.
Official head count sticker.
What?
Hi, Rita. How you doing?
He has some good signs, that's for sure.
After peer review.
Science!
After peer review.
That's not so good.
Not the money. Thank you. I came up with
Science facts and nothing less. Science facts and nothing less. Deny science, expect defiance.
What do we want?
Science.
When do we want it?
After peer review.
What do we want?
Science.
When do we want it?
After peer review.
Science, not silence.
Science, not silence.
Science, not silence.
Science, not silence.
Science facts and nothing less.
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 Deny science, expect defiance.
Deny science, expect defiance.
Deny science, expect defiance.
Deny science, expect defiance.
What do we want?
Science. After peer review.
What do we want?
Science.
When do we want it?
After peer review. Science, not silence.
extra bad, you and Paul Poe. Yeah.
I disagree with you.
Yeah, how about that?
Science, not silence!
Science, not silence! Science, not silence! Science, not silence! Science, not silence! Science, not silence! Science, not silence! Science!
When do we run it?
After peer review!
What do we run?
Science! After peer review!
Science. After peer review. Science.
So I'm reading through the research politics, so I've written a lot of historical papers on that region and how that influences today, because a lot of the today goes back to colonial times. So, like I've written
Non-compliance!
Entire proof from that series of question marks leading to good proof.
They didn't actually want to march, they just wanted to come for the music. Is that it? Is that singing?
Where we live is like, yeah. Just stop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
Count everybody, Charles.
You got to count there, yeah.
What do we want? Science! When do we want it? After peer review! What do we want? Science! When do we want it? After peer review! Science, not silence! Science, not silence! Science, not silence!
Science, not silence!
What do we want? Science! When do we want it?
After peer review!
After peer review!
it's a little tough.
I know, I've heard that all day. It's so cute.
Right. It's not.
And like,
I know, right?
Monday morning, coming all the students to school. I know what peer review means.
Totally.
It has nothing to do with you guys in class.
Right. Exactly. You are not those peers.
Right?
Both? Oh, the reviewing the peers for the both are?
That's what Claire said.
Uh-oh.
also complete.
What? Almost there.
What? Excellent. Yeah. You still doing that, or you finally retired?
No, I'm still.
Bend over.
You may be doing it forever. Well, even after retirement, I probably will.
Nothing.
Wow. This is about.
Let's repeat.
Oh man.
No, I never got back to you about
That's amazing.
Expect defiance! Expect defiance! Expect defiance!
Deny science!
Expect defiance!
Deny science!
Expect defiance!
Deny science!
Expect defiance!
Deny science!
Expect defiance!
What do we want?
Science!
When do we want it?
After peer review!
What do we want?
Science!
When do we want it?
After peer review!
What do we want?
Science!
When do we want it?
After peer review!
What do we
See your
want?
sign, baby.
Science!
What do you got?
After peer review! Science! After peer review!
$200 divided by a dime. That was a lot of cans. It took up a pretty large area.
One of the gals that was with us last month wasn't vegan, but that's why she's dairy intolerant. So completely.
I went over to the infusion clinic. 15 years. And I don't know anyone.
Oh, there's a movie. George. Hi, George.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Thank you for coming out.
That explains it all. Wait, what else? What else? Well, I know.
I'll turn it back. So that's why they're making such a big deal that has to be peer reviewed. Like anytime I write a game or I do anything, I have to read it before I can even do it. And that's why they're laughing. It just sounds like
Yep. This is Penny. Penny. Oh, hold on, my camera's calling over. It's a subtle change.
Can you turn it to the other side? Thanks. It's in the sun now. Oh, yeah, it's perfect.
okay.
Well, I might, they might be off, but I might take it for
I won't be. She won't be. Come on.
It's great that there's no. Her sign at the earth instead of the earth.
Well, her sister, 21, was having a baby.
Yeah.
And he was having something like
When do we want it?
doing anything like that for the children.
What do we want? When do we want it?
I mean, if you're looking for, like, you know.
That's why we need science.
Wait, which mic? The one that's up the road.
I get it.
I talked to friends at the other sides.
Doing on both sides.
Yeah, I should look. Yeah, we're just here. Why
In other words, so it's a little heavy, yeah.
Look, Marilyn Walker! Marilyn Walker!
We have a rally park. It's like, it's got
I know where I park. Right now I have a thing going on with the company who tries to figure out the effectiveness of
On YouTube for you told me to remember. Yeah, I think you should ask every part. Every part.
As much as I would like to I don't really know. There's a few
Yes, I was doing, I was a traveling artist. I was making like themed parts.
Yeah, I think you're misunderestimating. Yeah.
We're all gonna fit.
You always have to.
Very questionable.
I have a large object that I can attack you with.
There's a camera in the recording.
Oh. Violence.
Then it was kind of how
Bye-bye. Good to see you guys. Bye, guys. Malia, maybe come over to our house tomorrow.
Much better, huh?
Okay? What'd you say? Feel better, Anthony?
Much better.
Yeah.
I know, right?
What? Nevertheless, you persisted.
Yeah, it's like an hour of
We'll stay for a whole hour of talking.
In the typical context of the website, strange things happen with it. That's right. Well, but I'll tell you something amusing. This was something that in the 18th century. He did an incredible amount of stuff about the 60s. And he had various results, for example, I think one in which a certain sign like that turned out to be -1, and you look at it and just like you did, and you say, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, is that?
Came in here also. Came in 2 seconds. Drug-induced pain or drug-clouded pain.
I could potentially.
But there's also, you got to think about EPA being eliminated. EPA right up at the end of the street, eliminated. No, they passed it. They did that.
both fed the world. And
Birthday. It's like
That makes me. That's my throw.
okay.
I'll see you out there.
do it the entire lab.
Yep. It was so nice meeting you. Thank you. Yeah, I'll see you around. Is this the end?
I think I really do have.
What's that?
Stuff happening. I'm done.
Super great. Everything else going good with you guys?
I have a lot of questions about this march. Like, what are we even marching for? In a sense, like, what are we trying to achieve here? Last time we made.
Yeah, you're right. 8 minutes.
There, I mean,
You hold the mic for like 10 seconds.
Only 10 seconds.
Well, there are some.
Justin, you counting? Are you trying to count?
Really great. Hell yeah.
You don't understand the difference between some uncertainty and a huge amount of uncertainty.
We would be like
Leo.
Look away from yeah, we got it. It's all babies and sweetness and love and
That's what I
Science, not silence! 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 Science, not silence!
There's some big fireworks display. Yeah, we're gonna cross the street, right? Well, we're done.
But science. Science.
What is your sign?
2700.
all the other stuff that go together, like where do you build
Science, not silence! Science, not silence! Science, not silence! Science, not silence!
Yeah, I've been out.
not science.
Science, not science.
I can decide whether to phrase A, the sun, B, behavior.
Series of like conversations.
Started in 4th grade, it would have been in a hot mess.
Science, not science. Science, not science. Science, not
I told her to make her Andrew, and I said, I told her I wanted to train the new person. I wanted to.
Oh, hey, thanks for the button. Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
Like she had such a...
on the cards, I was like a little dealer in my school and I started selling them, like for cash, and then I got in trouble because I'm selling things at school
What do you see there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, right. I like that.
What do we want?
Science!
After peer review. Science. After peer review. Science. After peer review. Science. After peer review. After peer review.
No alternative to science.
Whoa!
Always!
Remember that awesome?
Regular Harris person for science.
Oh my god. Cultured.
Where'd you get your information from?
Polar bear. Mom, you get a picture of Emma, please? And there's the DNA. Look at the DNA on the lady's hat.
Yeah.
This is the only DNA hat here, I think.
That's exactly it. I know.
subway. We actually crossed into some Zimbabwe. Go in.
Yeah, I
Ended at
'cause so it could have been Tuesday, but anyway.
Trump has already announced
Where was it? In Utah. We've been in Utah and
It wouldn't be a drop. Bastard, she actually.
cleaned up the goats and then we made some
And I'm like,
I went on a run yesterday and I was like, oh my god, it was so
But then that's all I think.
Larger turnout than
From our own yard with our own
Some overlap.
Thank you.
Solid.
But it's
The
still
quality of the.
and then if you want to come back in at the end of this, then we'll start
Oh, yeah.
So get ready. Did you get to March? And then in March? No.
Singing goodbye, America, how are you? I can meet a fun on the train called City of New Orleans. 500 miles, not a million miles away. 500 miles when the day is done.
What's the name of that place that?
Don't want him grabbing the mic.
He was, we needed that last worker.
Yeah. But if you would stay near the ramp. Come in.
Can you hear me now? A little bit better? Some of those folks in the back? If you can't hear, come forward, okay? All right. First, I want to thank the Cheatgrass Band. Yay! We're going to do a few chants. We're going to, I have Mr. Bill Ripple, Dr. Ripple, who, if any of you have seen the Wolves of Yellowstone, it's a really cool YouTube clip about how the wolves have changed the street. Is that better? Hello? Hello?
Farley, no.
Can you hear me? Okay. There's still a little bit of feedback. Let's try. Okay, we're going to try to do this without feedback. All right. So, a couple of housekeeping things. One, is there a Victoria Morrow out there? Because I have her driver's license. Okay, they can't hear me. Hello, can you hear me now? Okay, there is a Victoria Morrow out there. I have her driver's license. It fell out of her pocket, I think. So if she is out there, I have it. We'll try to get a hold of her, but it looks like she's from out of town. Okay, So next we're going to go through some chants because I've heard that the chants didn't go so well through the march, so I apologize for that. Okay, so we're going to say, what do we want? Science. When do we want it? After peer review. So we're going to do this on a live stream. So let's go after it. What do we want? Science! When do we want it? After peer review! Science, not silence. Science, not silence. Deny science, expect defiance. Deny science, expect defiance. Science facts and nothing less. Science facts and nothing less. And I heard a great one as I was walking. It was, oceans are rising and so are we. Oceans are rising and so are we. Fabulous. Now I'm going to have Dr. Ripple come up and he's going to go walk us through some wolf howls.
Can you all hear me? Can you hear me now? Okay, I work in Yellowstone with the gray wolves, and they are doing really well, transforming the ecosystem. So, what we're going to do today is have a very big howl all the way so that can be heard very loudly to Mar-a-Lago. Are you ready? Oh!
Okay, a couple of things I want to tell people. So one, if you need any help, look for people with either yellow vests or green buttons. Bathrooms are back towards the library right in front of me. And we have a first aid tent at the Arts Plaza if anybody needs any help. Okay, so first I'd like to thank some of our sponsors for helping us put this on. Our first big thank you goes to Sigma Xi. They are a scientific research honor society, and if you are a scientist, I hope you check out the local chapter. This march would not be possible without their sponsorship. Yay! Next, I would like to thank the Spring Creek Project. Spring Creek engages the most daunting and urgent environmental issues of our times while remembering and sharing the perennial sources of joy, wonder, and gratitude. Spring Creek sponsors writers' residencies, readings, lectures, conversations, and symposia on issues, themes of critical importance to the health of humans and nature. Yay! Thank you, Spring Creek. All right, we also want to thank Corvallis Environmental Center. So thank you for supporting us. There's an Earth Ball tonight at Sky High Brewery at 7 p.m. And this is a great way to cap off Earth Day today and support the Corvallis Environmental Center. So let's give a good thank you for them too. So next, I want to introduce the Raging Grannies. Sorry, just a second, I'm off my thing. Okay, so the Raging Grannies they promote social justice, equality, and they're a lovely group. They, through humor and wonderful song, they're going to come up and sing a song for you. Thank you.
There are
Oh, for heaven's sake.
It's scary and it's alarming. The planet is steadily warming. The people have got to know. It is so, it is so, it is so. The scientists are not gloating. Icebergs are free and floating. The people have got to know. It is so, it is so, it is so. When the message gets through at last, or some tragedy has to erupt, then the Congress must pass real bills, and naysayers have to shut up. Listen, we now insist to local scientists. They have facts you need to know. Facts to know, facts to know, facts to know. So work for the climate is needed. All warnings must be heeded. The people have got to know. It is so, it is so, it is so.
That's so, man. That's so. You got more?
We have the sunshine, we have the oceans, we have the wind, we have the rain. Why don't we use them to meet our life needs in ways that we can sustain? We can use solar panels, develop wind farms, find ways to harness water power. We'll be creative to build a green world. The time is now, this is the hour. Because we have the sunshine, we have the oceans, we have the wind, we have the rain. Why don't we use them to meet our life needs in ways that we can sustain?
So did you bring your extra battery pack, dude?
So we're live right now with the Corvallis scientists.
All right, let's see, I gotta get close. Okay. So I do want to say, I didn't introduce the Grannies as well as I wanted to because I didn't have my notes in front of me. So the Grannies promote global peace, justice, social and economic equality, and it's their down-to-earth, humorous methods that give them their power and their charm while having fun to create a better world. So thank you, Grannies. We've had a few change in plans, so that's why I'm going back and forth. Okay, so one, I want to just welcome everybody again. Maybe some of you marched, maybe some of you didn't, but you're all welcome here. We have a great program here lined up. We've got some amazing music. We have some compelling speakers. We have some beautiful poetry lined up, and it's all to celebrate our earth and science. We are here to support science. We may all have different reasons for supporting science, but we all support science. We're here for connections, to connect scientists, science enthusiasts, and non-scientists. We're here to celebrate our passion for science and our Earth Today here at Earth Day. Just remember, there's scientists out there with buttons that say, I'm a scientist. Please ask them what their science is. Science serves people all over the world. Science enables innovation. Science is good for America and good for the world. It is troubling when we see science swept up into cultural and political battles. It's troubling when we see the erosion of the value of expertise and the rise of anti-scientific notions. So I would like to start a quote from Neil deGrasse Tyson, and then I will introduce our first speaker. When you have people who do not know much about science,